Hey, All Saints. As you know, this Sunday is a huge day in the life and ministry of our church. It's All Saints Sunday, which means that we will be celebrating the lives of the saints whom God has used to lead us to faith up to this point in our life. It's our 5-year church anniversary, which means that we'll be receiving into membership new members through baptism and reaffirmation of faith and transfer of membership. It's Chartering Sunday, which means that we will be the newest outpost of the United Methodist Church within the North Carolina Conference. And all of us who are members at this point will then be charter members. And finally, it's Commitment Sunday, where we will be committing to God and each other how we're going to live together in 2013. It's that last piece, Commitment Sunday, that I really want to focus on in this message today. If you're a member of All Saints, then you received in the mail last week your 2013 ministry guide. There it is in its full glory. And you know that the theme of this guide is all in. It's been the theme of our stewardship series for the past month, and will continue to be our theme for next year as we live together in 2013. If you've missed any of these sermons for the last month, I invite you to go to our podcast and catch up on the theology that undergirds our commitments that we will be making this Sunday together, which are reflected in this ministry guide. You'll notice that when you open your ministry guide, the first thing that falls out at you is your response card. And I want to talk a little bit about this response card and how to use this ministry guide hand in glove with this. This is what you'll bring to worship with you on this Sunday, November the 4th. And we're going to ask for every member to be responding as this suggests in 3 primary ways. As you open it up, there are 3 major sections, and we're asking for every member to complete these 3 primary sections, to respond to go all in with God in 2013 in 3 primary ways. The first way is worship. We're asking for every member to play a part in making worship happen. Not just to pledge to be at worship if you're in town and not sick, but to play a role in helping make worship take flesh in All Saints every week. The opportunities are found on the first flap of your response card, and you can find out more about each of those opportunities on page 5 of your ministry guide. The second thing we're asking every member to do is to pledge to be a part of a discipling relationship, to pledge to engage in discipleship in 2013. Those opportunities can be found on the middle flap of your response card, and an explanation of what it looks like to engage in discipleship begins on page 8 of your ministry guide. Finally, we're asking for every member and every household to pledge to financial support of the life and ministry of All Saints. We're asking how your household, your micro household, will engage in being ordered with all the other micro households into this one macro household of All Saints, so that God's kingdom can have all the resources that it needs in order to flourish in 2013. And that happens by us becoming faithful stewards and ordering our households into the life of this household. And you respond right here on this part of the response card. These are the 3 things that we're asking every member to do: to engage in worship, to engage in discipleship, and to engage in financial support in 2013. Once those 3 things are done, there is an opportunity for you to sign up to help with the operations of the church. But this really is a above and beyond sort of response. This is in light of the first 3 being attended to and being committed to. Once you've committed to these 3, if you're called to, you can then engage in the operations of the church. You can find out those opportunities that are on the back of your response card, and the explanation of those opportunities begins on page 11 of the ministry guide. This really will give you all the information you need, and this is what we're asking you to turn in on Sunday. This Sunday, November the 4th, we will be collectively offering these to God and celebrating our responses as we come together to commit to going all in 2013. If you can't be here this Sunday, then come next Sunday, November the 11th. We'll have another Commitment Sunday celebration where those who are unable to join us this week will then come together and bring their response cards. And after that, we will then be able to report back with joy what it's going to look like as we go all in 2013 through worship, discipleship, and stewardship. Those 3 pillars will hold up the life of our church, and they will engage all of us into the good work of building God's kingdom on earth through the life and ministry of All Saints. It all starts this Sunday, and I'm excited about seeing what God does in and through the life of this church all over again as we celebrate 5 years of ministry and build for a strong future together. God bless you, and I'll see you Sunday.